On March 11, 2011, one of the strongest earthquakes in world history struck Japan. The epicenter was located beneath the Pacific Ocean, just a few kilometers off the coast of Honshu Island. The earthquake measured a staggering 9.0 in magnitude and was followed by a tsunami nearly 40 meters high. In just minutes, people's homes, families, and lives were swept away. It was as if the region had descended into an apocalypse. But the disaster didn't end there. The Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant suffered severe damage from the quake and tsunami. Radiation leaked, explosions occurred within the plant, and the entire area had to be evacuated. Tens of thousands of people said goodbye to their homes, not knowing they would never return. Empty cities. Silence. Lives left unfinished. But just a few months later, something began to stir, something that would disturb even the dead. After the earthquake and tsunami devastated Fukushima, explosions at the nuclear plant turned the region into a radioactive hell. Evacuated towns were frozen in time, meals still on tables, belongings untouched, as if people had simply vanished. But soon, these abandoned streets became the stage for chilling events. At around 3 or 4 a.m. in one of the deserted towns, a police patrol responded to a strange emergency signal from a radio station. "Help me. It's cold here." Then, silence. But when authorities tried to trace the signal, they found something terrifying: the number was no longer active. In fact, the phone had been lost in the tsunami, along with its owner. Local city offices began receiving unusual reports. "My son called me," one mother told police. "He said, 'What happened? Why is everyone gone?' But my son died in the tsunami." Official records confirmed it. The boy had died and was already buried. Telecommunication experts investigated the origin of these mysterious calls. Many didn't come from mobile networks, they came from unknown local systems. More disturbingly, the voices on these calls revealed personal details only the deceased would know. A journalist interviewed over 100 taxi drivers in the Fukushima region. What they heard was shocking. "I picked up a young man," one driver said. "He asked to go home. He sat silently in the back. But when we arrived, he was gone." Later, the driver learned the house belonged to someone who had died in the tsunami. Other drivers reported the same: passengers who vanished, or mysteriously paid their fares, only for the money to disappear later. Often, the back seats would be soaked, as if someone had just come out of the sea. A university student, grieving the loss of his family, rented a home on the edge of the evacuation zone. That's when the nightmares began. At night, he saw movements in the mirror. Doors opened and slammed shut. He once saw a woman hanging from the ceiling with a thick rope, her image burned into his memory. Later, he discovered that the woman had taken her own life during the tsunami. Her death was officially documented.